are seeing here, we have different types of vegetables. These are called the cowpeas. They are highly nutritive and they are medicinal. These are onions which can be planted as companion crops. So you can use different shapes, different containers. You see those tires down, you can use the sacks. You can, we have pepper, black pepper. You know black pepper? Yes, that is black pepper growing. So we have different vegetables here being planted. When we come to spices, this is spearmint. You are free to pick and then smell and get the difference. That is peppermint. The other one is chocolate pepper.
What we just took was this.
Huh? Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Yes. It's
no.
The one which we just eaten. They were round.
Oh, okay. It is in the same family with this one.
It's that one there.
Yes,
that
it's that one.
Red.
Exactly, it's that one. All these are different types of technologies. You grow vegetables and you harvest water at the same time. You see, when it rains, you can. This is also soil and water conservation. I think you can see. Yeah. It preserves and retains water in the soil so that there is sustainability of growing vegetables. We said when we are growing vegetables, we need to grow a variety so that you are able to get all the nutrients required in your body, both the macro and the micro.
Good. So this is
yeah. You can design your gardens using letters or using word. Yeah. From the other side to here, this word is called kulika. Kulika. So this is letter A. That is letter K. Now tobacco, we don't use it as a solution to control pests, but we are using it as a repellent. Okay. Because if we use it as a solution to spray on your crops, it has nicotine, which is not good for our health. Good. So we are just putting it there to repel the pests. Then the other one is called the African marigold. I think you know the other one. Yeah. That one. Yes, so what we do, we collect the seeds and then we preserve our beans or our grains. Maize, beans, when they are properly dried, you can mix and then tie tightly so that the weevils don't attack them. At the same time, if you pounded the African marigold with hot pepper, piri piri, it can also help you to control pests in your crops. Yes.
Okay. You spray?
You spray with it.
Okay.
The African marigold. The African marigold. The other one.
That's one.
Yes. And the pepper. This is called the hibiscus flower. We value it so much because we make juice out of this flower. We make wine out of this flower. At the same time, it adds the iron into our bodies. So please, when you find it somewhere they don't have it, you can plant it. You see the other plant here, Artemisia. That, you see that extreme end? Yeah. It's also medicinal. Yeah. It helps people with, like if you mix that one with moringa powder, people with this enlargement of the gland, prostate cancer, that one can really help you a lot. And if you keep on taking it, then you not get that problem. Malaria, stomach ache, it is really so good. One is also planted, you see, very rich. That we have, this one is Tephlosia. We are making Tephlosia. Yeah, the smell is not good. Animal liquid manure. The smell is not good. However, if you want to make them and you avoid that offensive smell, you can make a lactic acid basil. You can put like animal droppings. You can put goats, you can put cows, you put in the bag and you put it inside. Then you keep on swinging like that, so that all the nutrients in the dung gets into the water.
This one also.
So all these are for this one.
This one is it is called the Agro. We add some cow dung fresh, we add some milk, and then we mix it. Yeah.
What is it?
It is as you hear the name Agro, it's really super biofertilizer. Here we have the floors here. We pack and sell. You see those bottles? We pack and sell. This is Lifa biofungicide. We make Lifa using we do use lime, we do use sulfur and sodium bicarbonate. For tomatoes, because growing organic tomatoes, it's not a joke. It's not easy to grow tomatoes organically. Yeah. So this one is Tephrosia again. This is rabbit urine. We want to start packing rabbit urine after adding value. So when you go to test it, first of all, when you are collecting, you have to make sure that it's properly collected, no water enters it, and also sunshine. If you are collecting where the sunshine is affecting it, all the nitrogen will disappear. And that is one of the essential nutrients we need for our plants. We also use the knapsack to spray, because once you don't use you can't do it very strongly. But when you create pressure, you can spray very well. Then inside here, you will be able to enter. We have the earthworms. Earthworms give us verminity and vermin compost. So they are down inside there, they are feeding. So the residues, we use the residues to feed the what? You see them? Earthworms are here. Are you seeing them? They are there. So they give us manure, they are there, yes. They give us manure in the form of solid, that is vermin compost, and then the manure in the form of liquid, that is verminity. So we also, you see those phosphates, we get them from bones. So what we do, we buy bones, or we can go to Lufula, the abattoir places. We collect bones. We put them in this drum. We start fire down here. We burn until the color is changed to white, pure white. After it has changed to pure white, we take for grinding into powder. After getting the powder, still the phosphates, or the phosphorus and the calcium, they are still bonded together strongly. So if you want to break them, you use now rice. You put rice. We have a bazooka. Where is our bazooka? It's somewhere there. So you put a layer of the burnt bones which are crushed. Then you put another layer of rice. You alternate the layers. You start fire. So the fire helps you to separate calcium from phosphates. I'm going to show you the muslin clothes we do for sieving. After sieving, we put it in a settling tank to stay there for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yes, that's why I told you that our honey is really different from other honey, because we really give it time to settle down, like for 3 weeks. Sometimes when the honey was like not so clean, we can leave it for 4 weeks, just settling there. Then after it has settled properly, that's when we start packing in different containers.
How much do you sell your 1 liter honey?
So you don't even maybe sometimes heat it to reduce the crystallization?
We don't heat it.
You just put it in the settle tank and
Exactly. We don't warm it. We don't, because we buy honey which is of good quality. So you don't need to it is not like a crystals. You know, the honey which normally crystallizes a lot, it is an indicator that the honey was not ready. Like you collected a lot of nectar than honey. But we want to, for us, we always get honey, not nectar. Nectar normally gives a lot of crystals. Gives a lot of crystals.
You know, Uganda honey is the best from Africa. Because we are in Africa Agribusiness Academy. We have what we call sector desks. And Uganda is our lead in honey sector desk. Because we know Kenya, dairy, but Uganda, you are our lead in honey sector desk. So
and when it comes to Kulika, does it with passion. Does it with passion. If you tested our honey, those who buy some, you see it. It's really good honey. Then, let's go to wine. We make wine from different fruits. Apart from watermelon, we don't make wine from watermelon. But we make wine from avocado, we make wine from mushrooms, we make wine again from honey. And the honey wine is also very good.
and banana.
And the banana wine is also very good. Banana wine is very good. We make a wine from hibiscus flowers. Remember those hibiscus flowers? We also make wine from there. We make wine from guavas. We make wine from mangoes. So all the fruits, we use them for making wine.
Do you also make wine from grapes?
Yes,
Oh.
but the challenge in Uganda, grapes are not many in Uganda. But there are some communities, like in Imbalala, western part of the country, they grow grapes. So you can buy grapes and then you make wine from grapes. The only difference that here in Uganda, we don't make outer wine. The church doesn't allow that.
No, you
So
make it
he
also
imports
in
the
town.
outer wine from like South Africa, but not here. But we can make a table wine.
How are you related to the church?
Like the church side, mostly the Catholic church, wants the altar wine, the wine they use when they are celebrating Mass. They can't buy this kind of wine people in Uganda make. They don't use it. It is imported always for the church work. But for other issues, we do have that wine. So what you do when you get your fruits, you wash the fruits very well, clean. You dry them a bit to the water to drip. If it's hibiscus flowers, you just put them in water. Like 1 kilo of hibiscus, you can get 40 to 60 liters of wine. 1 kilo of hibiscus, just 1 kilo of hibiscus. Then for mangoes, you have to squeeze and get the juice. For jackfruits also you have to squeeze and get the what? The juice. After getting the juice, now the sugar you are using depends on the type of wine you want to make. If you want to make a sweet wine, then you have to put more sugar. But still also the sugar varies according to the type of wine. For example, if somebody wanted to make a hibiscus sweet wine, you have to use 7 kilograms of sugar in 20 liters. Because hibiscus is not sweet and it's a flat flower. But if somebody is making, if you are making a pineapple wine, you don't make up to 7 kilograms. You make up to 5 or 6 kilograms of what? Of sugar. Are we together? Yes. So we have different types of wine. We have sweet wine, we have medium, and we have dry. Dry normally is good for people who are used to drinking How much? Yeah? In drinking, you cannot take a dry wine because it's very strong and flat. Eh? People who are good in drinking, they are the people who take a dry what? Dry wine. But here, so we can still, the space is not, let's see what.
So, just a question.
Why is that dry wine?